So hello everyone, in this video we'll talk about what should be your 40 days plan, right? And how we are implementing it up. So first, we call it as a booster course. We started it, 1 month back, and that time the price was 3,500. Now we have slashed it to 2,000. That includes every subject, right? And obviously the seats will be limited again for this. In this, we just enrolled 25 student, and this 25 student have seen a lot of improvement in their score, right? You'll see a lot of posts on our LinkedIn page as well in which they have shared our scores, what was before and now what they are scoring, right? Now, seeing the days what is left with us, that is just 40 days. So first and second point, right? Who can enroll in this course? If you have covered the basics, if you have covered the basics, and obviously you have written a lot of marks, but your score are stagnant. Stagnant means it is stuck between 30 to 40, or let it be 50 to 60. You're not seeing any improvement more than this, right? Fine. So for you, this course is well designed up. Plus, second thing, one I would say, if you are confused what to do in next 40 days, so you can enroll in this particular course. It will cost you just 2,000, not more than that. Let us talk about the daily target, what you will be getting. Then I'll come to weekly basis, weekly target, what we'll be doing. And at the end, I'll talk about the mentorship, how it's going to help you up, right? Now, let us talk about the daily target. So on daily basis, you'll be getting 10 questions from QA, right? This question will be a mixture of all the topic, what is in syllabus of CAT, and the level of this particular will be tougher than what you have seen till now, right? Tougher than mocks, tougher than CAT. Just to give you a rough idea, ki if things happen like before, like last year CAT, if tough question comes up, how you gonna tackle that out, right? Fine. We started with a booster course, so right now we are going on, I guess, 34th number sheet, right? So we have already done 340 questions, right? So if you want to access this out, this will be also provided to you, right? Other than that, you will be having two DILR set daily, right? Fine. And other than this, you will be having DP for VARC, right? In which you'll be having two RC plus four VA question. That will be combination of, parasummary, fill in the blanks and all, right? Fine. If you want to access the old one, if I talk about the DLR, we are at, I guess, 188, right? Two DLR sets, so 188 puzzle number we are at right now, right? If you need to access the one which we did before, so you can even get that. Similar for DPVRC, we are at 29, right? So if you want to access what we have done before, that will be also provided. This is about the daily target which will be getting till end of the paper. All the 40 days you'll be getting all of this thing, right? Fine. Now, if I talk about what we'll be discussing in the class, what will be the class timing, how we're gonna conduct all these things and all. So let me clear it out, right? So every day you'll be having a classes from 9 p.m. onwards. Okay, fine. And what we will be discussing in the class, right? So I'll try the what we have weekly target here, right? The first is two mocks that will provide you on Saturday and Sunday. Fine. These two mocks will be discussed fully in the class. If I talk about the VRC, if I talk about the DLR, if I talk about the cons, that will be fully discussed in the class, right? This is separate. Fine. Now, other than this, in class discussion, I'm talking about, every week you'll be getting 8 DILR set. It will be again should be different from this. What you are doing in the mock, that will be different from this. Or you can talk it out in two sectional. Either whatever you count it out as, right? Like 8 DLR set plus from two mocks, that will be 16 DILR set that will be solved in the class, right? Other than that, 2 DILR set you are getting daily, fine. This would be for DILR. Discussion means what I mean to say that, let's suppose there's a DILR set, right? So in class, what's gonna happen? Set would be solved in a way, so that you will be able to understand, okay, this how this has to be done. Fine. Second, VARC, there will be a two VA sheet plus two RC sheet separate from the mocks. Two VA sheet, one sheet will be having 16 question of VA, and one RC sheet will be having 4 RC. This will be this will be discussed separate in the class other than this mocks. Right? This is about VARC and DIR. Let us come to the quants. For quants, you will be having special classes on Sunday. That would be around 3 to 4 hours long, right? In this particular class, it will be concept plus question solving. What I mean to say that, let's suppose we are doing the revision of quadratic equation plus inequalities, right? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna provide you a sheet that will be having questions from this particular sheet, right? Plus, if you need to access the theory part of it, right? The slowest one, the theory from basics and all, we're gonna give you that as well, right? You can watch it and you can solve this out, right? On Sunday, what we're gonna do, we're gonna do the revision of it. In revision, first we'll go through the concepts what are in there, right? Then we'll solve the question, we'll discuss the question what was provided in this sheet, right? This is the special thing, this is the other thing what is coming from mock, right? Other than that, every week you'll be getting one sectional other than mock plus two sheets of quants, right? Topic wise means one will be from arithmetic and the other will be from algebra, right? Now in arithmetic there will be around 30 questions. That will be mixture of arithmetic question. This will be discussed live in the class. What you need to do, you just need to attempt and come to the class. That's all. Right? Whatever doubts you will be having in this particular topic, that will be discussed in the class, right? Other than that, similarly, algebra also 30 questions will be from algebra, right? This will be also discussed in the class. Video recording of every class, that will be also provided to you. Video recording would be also provided to you for the same thing, right? Fine. Now, coming to the cons part, right? Coming to the cons part, when I talk about the let's suppose this week we are doing algebra plus arithmetic, right? We don't have much time to be honest, right? So obviously next week we're gonna do algebra plus geometry, right? Fine. And other week we'll be doing algebra, arithmetic plus geometry like this, right? We'll be have a combination of all these things. So till now we have done around I guess three sheets of algebra that comes up to 90 question and three sheets of arithmetic again 90 question, right? If you want to access this out, this will be also provided to you right now. Coming to the stagnant score of yours, right? What is that? See, we'll be having a mentorship as well, as the strength is less, right? So obviously there will be some people who have written cat, you can get access to them, you can have a conversation with them, right? In this, what you need to do, first they're gonna analyze your mocks, you know, they'll analyze your mocks, they're gonna see what you're lacking, which part of this particular thing, which section you need more improvement on, where you should need more focus on, right? So accordingly your timetable will be set it up, you'll be told to do this particular thing, and this will be a thing which will help you to improve your scores. Fine. See, obviously the problem is now is this one, the basics, right? Fine. You are writing marks but you're not seeing any improvement in your marks, your marks is stagnant, you're just getting 40, 50. Right. 40, 50, not more than that. In one section, you're getting even the single digit as well, right? So there will be some issue in that, right? That issue needed to be solved. If that issue will be solved by making you solve more number of questions, that would be done. If you're lacking some strategy, that will be told to you which strategy you should follow, right? If you lack more practice, right? The practice would be provided to you, right? For example, we have discussed around 40 to 45 mocks. Right. Similarly, we have discussed around, every topic if I talk about every chapter, every individual chapter. We have done around 150 to 160 questions. Right. This sheet, this marks with solution and all will be provided to you if needed. Right. Fine. Now, this particular thing, it's clear to everyone, right? Now, coming to the price, I have told already, it will be just 2000, right? Not more than that for registration, right? What you need to do, you can either WhatsApp, right? You can WhatsApp on this number 9205408 749. You can WhatsApp on this number and you can get yourself registered up, right? Now talking about the your next 40 days plan, what you should do in coming 40 days, right? First thing, focus on mocks, right? Fine. Let's suppose you are writing mocks, for example, you wrote a mock and you got 50 marks in that, right? But when you wrote a sectional, let's suppose of quants, you scored around, let's suppose 35, 45 marks in just quants, right? So here, what you are lacking now, what you are lacking here is you are getting tired when you reach to the quants level. Fine. So for that, what you need to do? See, I'm not telling you to, focus more on sectional. You need to solve more mocks because you are getting exhausted when it comes to the end, right? Don't write full mocks. You can do this particular thing. You can take two DI set, two VARC, two RC, and some VA question plus, 20 questions of, or 20 question or 10 question of cons, right, in 1 hour. Can solve in this particular pattern. That's what we do. The daily target, what we are providing in such a way, if the people are sitting for 1 hour, so they are practicing all the things, VARC, DLR, as well as cons. This would be done in that, right? Now, in cons, you should focus on three topics. See, modern math and number system is also considered a topic, but what happens now, sometimes we get confused in that, right? So, my point is the focus should be on three chapters, that is arithmetic, algebra, and geometry, right? See, concept, to be honest, concept is very limited in this. So you need to solve more number of questions in this. Either you can solve it from mocks, right? Or some modules, maybe an academy modules, time modules. You can pick that particular thing and you can solve that out, right? Because here now question solving is more important rather than just focusing on theory classes and all, right? Now coming back to the DILR as well, you know, for DILR, there is two things. First thing, selection. The second thing is solving speed, right? For both of this thing, you need to practice more number of set, right? What you need to do, for example, let's suppose you're writing a sectional. For example, you wrote a sectional for 40 minutes, right? In that 40 minutes, you're able to solve 2 DLR set, right? Fine. So what you need to do, let's suppose rest 2 DLR set is left. So you can take a pause and you can solve that 2 DLR set again to just check it out whether your selection was right or not. See, when I say selection means the question in which the time consuming is less. It's not like that you will be able to solve a DLR set, right? It's just that it will be time consuming. You need to make yourself comfortable with that particular time limit to solve that out, right? Fine. And that's what we do in the mocks. When we discuss the live mocks, now we just let you know, okay, fine, this set has to be done first, this set has to be done at the end, right? This should be followed up. Fine. So if you're if you're following the mocks, so just try to write 3 mocks a week. If you're not seeing any improvement in your score, right? If your score is very stagnant, and please go through your strategy. See, it won't be happening in mocks, you are getting 30, 40, and in actual cat, you'll be getting 80, 90. It won't be happening. Trust me on this. Huh? If there is a fluctuation in your score, if you are getting 70, 60, and some you're getting 30, 40, right? Like this, right? And that also not very deep, right? Then there is a chance that you might get a good score, but your score is stagnant to 30, 40. And you need to see your strategy, what went wrong in your strategy. Yeah, now coming back to the same thing while doing, like right now you have time less is very less, right? So when you're analyzing the mocks, fine. So first thing you should go through the question what you left, to just check it out whether it was doable by you or not, right? For example, let's suppose you are doing the VRC section analysis, right? You had around 18 questions you attempted and you left around let's suppose 6 questions, right? Now this 6 question you try that out first without seeing the solution, right? Then see the solution, whether your accuracy was right in this or not, right? Fine, you understand what mistakes you did even if it was wrong. Now coming to this 18 questions what you solved, right? Let's suppose you had 20 correct and 6 wrong, right? Now you go through six this particular wrong question first. See, just to check it out what you missed. When you see the explanation you understand, okay, fine, in this particular answer I missed this particular word, I missed this particular thing. So just note it down somewhere, this particular mistakes what you are actually making. For example, sometimes you are not selecting the right question. Sometimes, while answering the question, you're not reading the option properly. You're getting confused in the RC itself. So just write it down so that when you're writing next mock, you can go through this particular thing and you can understand, okay, fine, this mistakes what I am doing, I should not do this. Fine. Coming back to the DLR. For DLR, when analyzing, obviously, sometimes we'll be able to solve one set, sometimes we'll be able to solve two set, and there might be some mistake in this. The set what you left, don't just watch the solution, don't solve it just randomly. Have a stopwatch with you of 15 minutes. Fine. Try to solve in that particular thing. You need to create a pressure around you because this is what is important. See, solving sets without timer and solving with timer. This is two different things. You will see by yourself only, sometimes what will happen without timer, you'll be able to solve the DLR set. But when it comes to timer, when it comes to pressure, you are not able to solve the DLR set, right? You need to create that this particular situation. That is one of the reason why we are providing two mocks a week. We are providing even the DLR set we are solving. For example, when I said 8 DLR set, separately. So this will be in two sectional format, so that we'll be able to know, okay, fine, I need to solve this particular thing in time pressure, right? And second thing, try to increase the level of DLR. What I mean to say that try to solve tough sets. See, easy sets to आप solve कर लोगे, ठीक है? But by chance, if you picked any tough set, for example, even to know which set is tough, which set is easy, you should have solved tough set. So sit with the tough set, try to solve them up. Try to understand what information was given in that, how you need to utilize that out, how you can extract the information from this, what should be your procedure. See, DLR is very unpredictable, to be honest. It won't be surprising if anyone would not be able to solve one set in mocks as well. This is not surprising because DLR, see, people tell there is arrangement, selections, sets, and all, right. But there is no fixed syllabus in DLR. They just, they have seen last year paper and they are just telling, assuming this topics are in DLR. But when you see the previous year papers, you'll get an idea. Okay, fine, all the sets are different from what it has come in the paper, what is it does appear, right? So what would be the situation in front of you? There will be four DLR set which you have not seen before, and now you need to solve them up. So you need to be prepared with this particular thing. So solve different variety of sets. Solve tough sets. Pick from the old mocks. You can go through PYQ as well. You can try the sets as well, but solve all the sets with a time limit because right now the time has gone where you need to do much practice. Now you need to prepare yourself with a stopwatch. Your mind need to be trained according to that. If I need to train myself in this particular manner. Again, avoid watching videos for DLR. If you want to go through the solution, read the solution instead of watching video. Once you watch the video so your thinking capability, right, that get dependence on that particular person who is explaining you that DLR set, right? Instead of that, you can read the solution. You need to understand, okay, fine, what they have done in that. So your mind process in that particular manner. It's not about mugging up something, it's about understanding and then implementing, right? So avoid video solution for this as well. If you need to practice more set, just go through previous PYQ paper, pick up the old mocks or the mocks what you have solved till now, the mocks what you have attempted, right? You can pick the set from that as well. See, DLR is all about sitting with a set and trying it out. Very well in LR what there will be a set of data they will give you up, right? And from that particular data, you need to extract information and you need to cumulate that up and then you need to solve the questions up, right? Now, this cumulating and understanding what they're exactly talking about, right? This needs a proper practice. Right. So for that, you need to do, there is no way, other than running away, solving good number of sets. This is helpful, no doubt it is helpful, but you need to prepare yourself with a time limit, right? So while solving any set, solve with a, what we can talk about, with a proper stopwatch, right? Now coming to the cons. See, in cons, even in the batch, there are many people who are very good in cons, right? But when it comes to Bachman, their score is lies between, 35 to 40, right? Right. You'll see many people uploading a screenshot somewhere ki someone enrolled in their course, and they scored 45, 50 in quants. So what you need to check out their VARC and DLR score. You'll see very less in that. So what happens when you comes to the quant, for example, after going through VRC or exhaustion part, right? Then coming to the DLR again, or exhaustion part. Then at last coming to the quants, obviously you feel very tired, your efficiency get decreased when it comes to quants, right? So obviously, this is one of the reasons why your score get decreased in this particular thing. No matter, you have solved 200 question, 300 question, no matter in that, right? You know all the concepts as well. Fine. Let's suppose you know the concepts as well. But still you're stuck. Your score is stuck between 35 to 40, right? So to cross this out, you need to practice what I say in the format of VARC, DLR, and cons instead of just solving cons. Right. See, obviously it's not possible for you to sit for 2 hours and write everyday mocks and all, right? So just now I suggested you can do this thing out. You can sit for 1 hour, I guess, yeah, 1 hour, 10 minutes or less than that only, right? In which just do this thing out. You solve two RC plus two VA or three VA question according to that, according to your time limit. But everything should be 20 minutes, right? After that, two DI set, LR set. Then after that, you should solve 10 question of cons, right? Now solving 10 question of cons, I'm talking about this 20 minutes, right? So try to do at least 7 to 8 out of it, right? Fine. So now if I ask you of how you can extract this 10 question, you can do it in the form of mocks, whatever the old mocks is present with you. You can, 22 question would be there. So you can solve in this particular manner. Ki today we are solving 1 to 11. Next day we are solving next this thing out, right? So this will prepare your mind, ki, okay, fine. I need to first solve VRC. Then I need to put for DLR. Then I need to go for concept. So after I guess 7 to 8 papers like this, right? Your mind will get the efficiency, your speed will increase, obviously automatically it will increase because you are dealing with this current scenario only. Ki VRC, DILA, then cons is coming up, right? You need to focus on this particular thing, right? Now, I have told already for next 40 days, your focus should be, key covering each chapter of arithmetic, algebra, and geometry. Right. For modern maths and number system, you can do one thing, at least cover the basics up if you have not covered it out. If you have covered that, well and good. But you have not covered any chapter, I suppose, even in number system or modern maths, you have not covered probability or PNC. Just cover the basics of them. So that even if even easy question comes up in front of you, you'll be able to solve that out. Fine. Now, for cons, what you need to do, I have told it this 1 hour thing. Other than that, while writing mocks, when you are analyzing the mocks, so what usually happen now? Let's suppose you know TST, right? But in mocks, you are not able to solve that particular question, right? So what you lack here is confidence. Fine. Now to gain this confidence, you no need to watch any video lecture for TST. Instead, what you need to do, solve at least 30 to 40 questions of TST, but again with a stopwatch, providing 3 minute timer to every question, to build a pressure around you and then solve it out, right? Now, when you are writing next sectional or next 1 hour, whatever we have decided here, or any next mock, right? Try to solve this question first. What I why I'm telling that, because this is carrying a good weightage in the paper as well. So you need to have a confidence in this, right? So when you solve it in the mock, starting of the mock, right, and you are able to solve it out, so your confidence will boost up. Fine. So this should be your plan for upcoming 40 days, right? For the cons I have told, for the DLR I have told, for the VRC I have told, right? Practice you need to do a lot. And if you are still confused how it should be done, so you can join our booster course. Whatever I have talked here, the same thing will be going to do in this 40 days, right? And this will not charge much. This will be just 2000, right? And it gonna you just have to WhatsApp on this number for your queries if you have any queries, and even you can call. You can even call to just get it clarified. Okay, fine. I have this queries whether it will be solved, whether it will be done or not, right? So the number is 9205408 749. Fine. And if you have any other queries, you can even text on this number, get it clarified. So this is what I have to tell about this particular thing. And I would just say before, ending this particular video, that those people who have enrolled us before, in the booster course, around 25 people enrolled, right? So most of them, when I'm saying most of them means the one who have not seen much recovery in their score, they would be also doing in upcoming 5 to 6 days, right? But most of them in just 1 month have seen a lot of jump in their score, right? So this is the last chance. After that, obviously, you'll be having another year to prepare, right? So if you're not seeing any improvement in your score, your capability, that you know the things, but you're not able to score. I will tell you to enroll in your booster course. You should not worry about the number of questions what we're gonna provide you up. You should not worry about the level of the question what we're gonna provide you up, right? Or you should not worry about the mentorship as well. Everything will be sorted in this 2000 rupees. That's all. Fine. This is all about this. If you have any queries, you can either call on this number, right? Or you can WhatsApp on this number to get enrolled yourself up, right? So it will just cost you 2000.